Hey everyone, we'll get started here in just a minute. A little bit different thing we're doing tonight. As soon as you come in, please comment. I'll know you're here. Okay, so we'll get started here in a few minutes. I sent a link out to Amy and April if they'd like to come up, but doing something different tonight. We're going to be talking about some things we can do to maybe reduce the coronavirus, and if we do our part, have a little prayer at the end, and do some Bible verses that may be good for us to remember and keep in mind. So once we get some more people in here, we'll do that. Like I said, just comment, let me know you're here, and we'll get started when we get some people going. Hey, G. Paul, how's it going?
Hey, G Paul, I just sent you a little message.
Waiting for some more people to pop up here, and then we'll get things going. Hope you're having a good weekend, G. Paul. Hope everyone's having a good weekend.
Almost over.
Yeah. Hey, Beast, how's it going? Hope you're doing good.
Hey, Beast.
Lori, how are you?
Hey, Lori.
We will get things going here. There we go. The cameras.
Look, I look like Alfalfa.
You do, don't you? Look
How long do I look like all day? Hey,
yep.
Jenny.
Make the camera to work a little bit. Hey, Jenny. Come on, work. There we go. That's a little better. Good, Beast. Yeah, I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I mean, I know we're all dealing with this coronavirus thing that kind of isolates us and keeps us away from doing things we really want to do, but we'll be doing a prayer tonight. I'm going to do some Bible verses, and something totally different than our paranormal stuff. So we're not going to do anything paranormal tonight. I feel like the Lord was leading us to do this, and maybe our prayers will help. We'll send it up, and
but tomorrow in 24 hours we will be doing some paranormal stuff.
Yeah. Tomorrow night we'll be doing our regular. So it won't be on long tonight. Maybe about an hour and a half, maybe. But there is some positive things that are coming out. I mean, I've not been watching the news. The news is too crazy, but I have been watching the press conferences that the president has been doing and trying to keep up with things like that. But anyway, there's some hope that maybe on Tuesday up in New York, hey Rob, be careful, that they're going to try a malaria vaccine that may be able to cure possibly the coronavirus. So we'll wait and see how that goes. That's Tuesday. So maybe they'll pray and hope that maybe the malaria thing will work out and that medicine will be good. And now they're fixing to release a medication that can test within 45 minutes if you have the coronavirus or not. So some good things are coming up that maybe can help reduce the spread of it even further.
B says there's 2 more kids there that got it.
Oh man,
we had our first confirmed case in our county.
We have 4 now.
Yeah, but we had the first one was spread all over the front pages of Sunday paper today, and
they have 4 confirmed cases. We have some Walgreens that have shut down. I read that a while ago. They're deep cleaning them and things like that. It's a lot going on. And the one thing is they're saying that younger people can be able to fight this off a little better than the elderly. And I read a report earlier that in Italy, it was an Israeli doctor in Italy. We no longer help those over 60. So in Italy,
they gave up.
They kind of given up on the elderly. Italy has more cases than China with 4,825 confirmed deaths and 5,000 confirmed patients in the last 24 hours. And this was as of today. This is a post that came up today. So they're not helping the elderly. So we definitely need to pray that the elderly.
That's not really that old either. 60.
60 is not old. No,
that's not even retirement age here in the United States. But
they're just anybody over 60. They're not helping. And I read through this, and it says that as the department receives coronavirus patients also who are terminally ill, the focus is allowed patients to meet their loved ones. So if they're real bad sick, they're allowed to meet with their loved ones. But still, I mean, our prayer is that anyone who is elderly in Italy, please, Lord, heal them. Because it's going to take him to do it, not.
Yeah, like Lori's saying, her husband is 60. If we did that here in the States, her husband would be just like, hey, bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we've not got to that point yet. Now, I did hear something that the president said. I think there was like, so they get data. So the data they got was like 254,000 that was tested for the coronavirus, and only 30,000 or so was confirmed. So 30,000 is a lot, but compared to 254,000, they're saying like 1 in 10 is getting it. So 9 in 10 is not, but still that's a high number. And there have been confirmed deaths and stuff. And I don't think there was any confirmed deaths in North Carolina yet. I'm not prayerful that we don't. But Amy had a good thing on her stream last night talking about it. And I don't have that statistics up, but she was talking about, if you go back and listen to her stream, about how many people are confirmed in each state. And I think it was 270 here.
The CDC has a map. And they look like little dots. And you can zoom in and click your area, whatever it does. And you can see how many are in your area.
And you can see, broken down by county. So I did see that. And one of our counties here in North Carolina, I think, had 77 cases.
Yeah, you guys with diabetes and like arthritis. I have an autoimmune disorder. Like all these autoimmune disorders, like they hit you harder. When I get a cold, I get a cold. I get a really bad cold that can go into bronchitis. You know, you guys probably know what I'm talking about because you're diabetic. So we do have to take care of ourselves. And another thing that we haven't mentioned is like, of all things, like eating well, eating healthy foods as much as you can, taking extra like vitamins, C, zinc, you know, whatever. Those will push your immune system up too.
Multivitamins.
Yeah.
I just took one earlier. Trying to keep your immune system up. I want to talk about some things like that in a minute can help. I did see a video this morning, kind of really angered me, and I say it was possibly recorded in the last few days down in Florida. A couple came out of I don't know if it was Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever it was, with boxes, unopened boxes full of toilet papers and stuff like that, and loading their cars up. Now, I don't know, were they buying this to donate, or were they just buying this to hoard? And if they're buying it to hoard, that's just absolutely wrong, and it should not be done. I don't think at most places that I've seen that we've gone into, there's like limit 2 to 4 on toilet papers and certain items.
The store we were in today only had those Scots that are single, and there was a sign so you could get 2 rolls, not 2 packs, 2 rolls,
2 single rolls.
Yeah, but that would, I mean, if you had 4 people in your house, that would be several days.
Well, see, the thing is too, you got single people that I'm just going to say single people. You do not need 50 rolls of toilet paper if you're a single person. There's no way you're going to go through 50 rolls of toilet paper. And possibly, let's say in 2 months' time, we're back to normal, or at least close to it. And why would you need 50 rolls of toilet paper as a single person? That's just absolutely hoarding, and it's ridiculous. And I did see where some stores are saying too that they will not be taking returns back on certain items like that, possibly. So, yeah, Jenny is selfish. You're absolutely right. So that's a good thing. I mean, you're gonna be stuck with it. So you're probably gonna see it at yard sales this summer.
But I do give it to us now. We have not bought anything that we don't already use in our house.
Right.
And we are lucky enough to have a deep freezer and a refrigerator and freezer together. But and we have quite a bit of storage for dry foods. Yeah. But everything we have bought, we will use. And toilet paper is very, very limited in our house. We don't have a whole lot of it. Yeah. We have 5 people that live here, and we have 2 bathrooms. Yep. So we're being real careful with everything. But
yeah, and you know,
oh wow, I got a lot of notes here. Let's see. They got deleted.
So. What I noticed today too, there was some Kleenexes, the brand Kleenex that they had at the store, marked down to 75 cents. You're timing people out. They had it for 75 cents, and I got 4 of them. You know, we don't need a ton of that, but 75 cents. I mean, even when winter comes, we'll use those. When we start getting sick around here again, that'll happen. G-Ball has type 2 diabetes. So anybody
we have 3 people in the stream right now. 3, and we only have 6 people at half the stream has diabetes.
So you know, if you have cancer, you have anything, any like Marnie's saying, autoimmune disorders. I mean, it's not good. B says, luckily I got TP before all it started. Don't know how long it will last. With 6 people in my home. Now, and see, that's the thing you got to remember. If you have more people in, hey, Danny, how are you? If you have, the more people you have in your home, yes, you do need more toilet paper.
Stop feeding them.
Stop feeding them.
Stop
with Marnie.
Yeah, no more drinks either.
No, but, you know, plan accordingly. But like I say, if you're a single person, you don't need 50 rolls of toilet paper. That's just absolutely insane. And you don't need like 100 boxes of cereal and whatever else people are buying. But buy accordingly to your home, because that makes a difference. You do need enough for your family, but you don't have to, like, you know.
See, like Lori has 10. I think that's reasonable, very reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, you plan accordingly to your home, and people are just not doing that. And I've seen pictures where people are putting boxes upon boxes of toilet paper and Clorox and all kinds of stuff in their garages and things like that. And then people's getting busted for selling these things like on the street corner for like triple the price that they paid. And good, I hope they all get busted. And maybe this will teach some people some lessons not to do that. I hope. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, outreach stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I joke and I have a good time with some of the stuff, the toilet paper things, and it is funny, the memes we see on Facebook. But in all seriousness, you don't need to hoard. That's just absolutely crazy. And there's things we can do that.
So I think we'll be okay. Good. That's good that
you're probably gonna be all right with that.
Yeah, with 6 people.
And what they're saying is, like the vice president was saying earlier today, we are 7 days into a 15-day minor shutdown, let's say. And so hopefully maybe some of that will drop down, I hope.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that too.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
And the man that had, what was it, $17,000 worth of sanitizer?
And I think it was Tennessee, wasn't it?
Idiot. God. Yeah, what an idiot. Thinking he was going to make millions of dollars off of sanitizer. And now they won't let him sell it at all. And he said, okay, I'll donate it to, what was it, like schools, churches,
whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do. I mean, if you're going to buy that much, you need to donate, not make a profit off of people who are suffering and dying from a disease that will hopefully go away soon, we're hoping. But there's things you can do too. And we can help each other out by limiting going out. We did go out today, do a couple of things. We went and we drove by a park and people were out running, but they were not like huddled in one spot. I mean, you had a person running here and a person running over there. And there was a lake at this park.
Yeah. And lots and lots of people were fishing. And I was really glad to see that people were doing outside stuff.
But they were doing it in distance. So, you know, I mean, you got to get out of the house. You cannot stay in the house all the time. You need vitamin D, so it's good to be out in the sun. So don't like shut yourself up and not go out. You'll go stir crazy. I looked up and found 2 big hand sanitizers. Good, these. Yeah. That's good.
We, because of the people in our house and the job Troy does, we're able through a medical company to order them. And we had some already. And I, right at the last minute, ordered some more through this medical company, and we got 10, and we got asked if we could have some from a friend. I've offered her a couple. So we're sharing what little we have. But anyway, well, speaking of fishing and speaking of getting outside, have any of you guys done anything in this however many days it's been?
No, Jenny, Marnie hit the button. You didn't do anything.
I'm like leaning on my elbow was on my phone. I'm sorry, Jenny. That's fine. Why I said sorry a few minutes ago.
So I'm going to go through here in a second. And one thing we can also do is.
That's nice space.
Yes. So I want to give some tips and tricks maybe we can do to help each other out and help yourself out. And that's immune system. And the people, I mean, I've seen toilet paper fly off the shelf. I've seen paper towels, but I see vitamins still sitting on the shelves. So vitamin C are still available. Things like this you can do for vitamin C that will help boost your immune system. Of course, citric foods like grapefruit, oranges, tangerines, lemons, limes, clementines, all those things are great. Mangoes are not listed, but mangoes is another one. Red peppers, broccoli's good. Let's see, garlic is another one. Ginger's good. I'm not real big on ginger, but it is really good. Spinach is another one.
You're real big on spinach. Though.
I love spinach. I eat spinach. Yogurt is another good thing. It's probiotic. It's good for your stomach. It's got a lot of vitamin D and will help. Almonds are good. Vitamin C and E both in those. Turmeric. I don't do turmeric, but you've used it, and we use it on certain things. Green tea is another thing.
That's like all we drink.
Yeah, green tea is great. Papaya is another one that's good. Kiwi, poultry, chicken. you know, that's good for your iron too to eat meat. Let's see, sunflower seeds, shellfish, like crabs, clams, lobsters, mussels.
Oh yeah, like we're
So-
getting some good shellfish
Yeah.
around about
Yeah, but I'm
now.
just saying, there's people, look, people near the beaches and stuff. There's people that have. So I mean, these are things that, you know, just by eating these things can help keep your immune system built, along with taking vitamins. So
That's okay. So Jenny was gonna make her own hand sanitizer, but no alcohol.
oh,
Jenny,
yeah.
I have read or seen a video and read on how to do that from the CDC. If you do it, if you do find some alcohol, make sure it's the highest concentration you can,
Mhm.
like 90%. And then B says he watched the video earlier. There were over 300 rolls of toilet paper gone in 10 minutes a day.
See. And it's, and I've seen pictures on Facebook, and these are legitimate pictures, but where I think I want to say this was Florida too, possibly, where a Walmart they had people, they had police officers standing there in toilet paper, and the soldiers were handing out one per person, or one, like a 4-pack or whatever pack to people, one per person. So that's getting serious when you have to put cops out there to watch over the toilet paper. That's actually, it's kind of funny sounding in a way, but it's the honest truth.
And we 3 people today talked to me. I was in CVS, and one of them was a CVS employee, and then one of my friends and a friend of hers were talking about letters that they're getting from their employers, and that's when our roads will be shut down.
Yeah.
That they carry these letters with them to show that they are going to work,
Mhm.
so that they have a legitimate reason to be out on the streets. I don't know about y'all hearing about that or not, but you know, everybody's National Guardsmen like pulled up. So if you have National Guardsmen that are, I guess, weekend warriors kind of people, they're ready.
Mhm.
Yes, GPA, we got two things of moonshine here for that.
Mhm.
And I think that it's really scary when you hear about we're going to be at home probably, and we are going to be kept in our homes and cannot get out on the roads, even just to get a ride out. And, you know, even if we don't stop anywhere, we cannot do that.
And that's a worst case scenario that we're hoping to avoid. And I think that's what the president keeps talking about too. You know, you're hoping to avoid is that people do their things like everybody's being told to do, and that's pretty much self-quarantine. And, you know, they're going to evaluate this, let's say next Sunday or Monday. And, you know, let's say that there's a drop in cases and stuff. That's a great thing. So hopefully over the next, 7 or 8 days, there may be a little bit of a drop. And if there's progress being shown through the malaria drug and things like that, then heck, who knows? We could be, let's say, by May or so, possibly getting back to some normalcy. Vitamin C's and E's are good for your immune system. They want you to get vitamins. One thing, I think it was Amy has mentioned it last night or April. One of them mentioned that some of the cases people have a low vitamin D. So
get out in the sun as much as you can.
Get some sun. Take your vitamin D's.
Yeah.
Look for whatever you can that has, milk. Calcium. That's all vitamin D, and those things you might want to think about doing. So, what else have we seen? Gosh, we've seen all kinds of stuff. My mouth is.
I've seen. Okay, here's an interesting thing because of taking first aid classes and stuff, and the kind of job that Troy and I do. I've seen people wearing the gloves in grocery stores. Or in CVS today, she was wearing gloves, and I'm thinking, what are you protecting? Like, are you just she's just protecting herself because she's, scanning my groceries, scanning that woman's groceries, going and getting pictures and doing that. But while we're talking, me and this lady, she says, "Oh, let me show you something on my Facebook page." I didn't know this lady, but she wanted to show me something. She pulls her phone out with the gloves on the Facebook page, and she's scrolling with this purple glove on. So she just got her phone nasty.
And hopefully she wiped it back down right after that.
No, she didn't.
No. Well, maybe after you left she did. I don't know, but you got to do what you can. And if you're going to a place, no matter where it's at, sanitize your hands going in, sanitize your hands coming out, whatever. And be careful what you touch. And
here's my bad thing is that I smoke and I have a smoker's cough. And you can only hold it in so long before you get that tickle and you got to cough. So now when I cough, everybody in the store runs away from me or they look at me funny. So it's really embarrassing. It's really bad. And I have to say, like, I smoke.
Yeah, and Rob said I see people wearing those masks all the time. Yeah.
What do I want to do with the mask? How's it going? The mask only helps us.
Yeah.
Because what they put out goes through that mask and stays there.
Yeah.
What we give them, it can still get in their eyes or in their nose or on their clothes.
So basically, it's supposed to be what the N95 mask that's supposed to protect you all around. The regular surgical mask, the everyday mask that you can wear, is not going to help prevent you from getting anything. It can help you keep from giving people.
Yeah, that's why they tell you if you're in a doctor's office, if you have a cough, cover your cough with a mask so that you don't give it to everybody else.
Yep.
It stays within your little mask. And if you think about it too, it's got all those entryways, top, bottom, on the side.
It's not secure.
It's not. It's got like all kinds of stuff can still get out and something can still get in.
He says, what worries me about milk is my youngest son has to drink coconut milk now. So,
is it hard to find?
I'm telling
you, can find it in the canned food here really well, and we actually have a can of it here.
Yeah, it's what I'm finding is when people take a notion to buy something and they hear that somebody has bought it, they're running out and grabbing it up, and it's like with rice. I mean,
rice, beans, peanut butter, canned meat.
Yeah. So things like that, people running out to get, and if there's like the toilet paper, if there's a run on it, people are all going to go around and grab it. So you're kind of in a dang if you do, dang if you don't situation there. But I mean, there's things you need, and everybody should share. But there's people who are hoarding. But the good Lord knows who those people are. So they will probably dealt with one day by the Lord. You never know. I'm not trying to pass judgment, but the Lord knows what's going on.
They may get sick. We don't know.
You never know. I mean, just because you got toilet paper does not prevent you from getting the coronavirus.
It just keeps your butt clean.
Yeah, I mean, even if we're not going to be, I don't see us being quarantined for 6 to 8 months. Honestly, I don't. I mean, China already has lifted restrictions, and their people are getting back into doing their almost normal everyday life. I think South Korea was another one I saw that the rate has dropped and they're getting back to normal life. So you're talking about maybe about May or June, we can start seeing some normalcy if people do the right thing. But hoarding stuff is not helping people. And that's what's driving me nuts is that people are doing that.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing too. And I didn't say anything to the men that I saw today doing this. I really wish I should have. I should have given them a pat on the back. But I pass this off to y'all to pay it forward and hope that we can all do that. Is that these two men were talking today, both probably didn't know each other. And I overheard the conversation because I was just standing near my car. And they were so polite to each other. They didn't say a word about the coronavirus. They were just really nice. And anyway, anybody you run into, even if you don't know them, maybe a smile if that's all you can get out. Like just that alone means a lot to people.
Yeah, Jenny, I've seen the spring breakers out there, but they put a shutdown of that because down in Florida, they're closing the beaches, so they're just kind of stuck in a hotel doing nothing because places are closing down. I know here I heard earlier today that they're going to be.
Hey, Miss Gibbs.
Hey, Laney. That they are doing closing stores earlier and allowing the senior citizens to go in real early. I don't know how big the crackdown will be, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, the spring breakers are not there really screwing things up.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of these people had plans beforehand, so they're not going to mess them up. And
well,
my kid's one of them.
Well, the thing is, me and Marty were hoping to go do something this month, possibly. And so we're having to wait. So we'll wait, we'll wait. And, maybe September we can go do something. Who knows? Wait a little while. But either way, we're going to do what we can. And if everybody else does what they can, we'll be in good shape. But I mean, one thing I've noticed is I wrote down a few things I saw in the store today that people have not bought. But I don't mean hoard when you buy these things, but they're good for, if you're quarantined for, a couple of weeks. Things like soup. Soup is one thing I noticed.
Yeah,
There's
a
lot
lot
of
that.
soup's good. What's wrong with eating soup? Nothing wrong with that. You can make your own bread if you're able to do that, and cornbread. So I know that stores are out of bread and milk right now. So if you're able to make your own bread,
It's really
Marty
kind of
does it.
easy.
Marty does it
easy.
occasionally. Cornbread's pretty easy. You get that Jiffy Mix stuff, and I mean, Lord, add some whatever. I think it's like milk, but you could add, I think, water to it too, or so. I don't remember how. There's certain ones you can do water with for cornbread.
Oh, cornbread. So, yeah, I thought you were talking about bread.
No,
yeah.
Cornbread. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do water.
So,
our stores, we've got several here too, Rob, that are doing an hour early for the senior citizens.
Yeah, and they need to, because there's so many of them out there that need to be able to get their stuff.
Issues. Planning to go see my parents in April 10th for Easter. We canceled that. Well, don't cancel your Easter, because I keep reading on social media, Easter's not canceled. The Lord still rose.
That's right.
But maybe you can figure out a way to do Skype or a video call with your parents.
Well, and just, a lot of people, are saying, hey, I'm just going to wait a few months, see if I'm able to go somewhere. So, I mean, it's a sad situation that we're in with this stupid virus and things like that. But it probably could have been taken care of a while back if a certain country would have done the right thing at the right time. But we're in what we're in, so let's do the best we can. But yeah, look for green tea too. That's another thing I wrote down, and I talked about it a while ago. It's good for your health.
There were a lot of drinks in the store today.
Yeah, drinks and tea bag boxes.
But try to do like it was saying too, where you were reading off all these cool foods that will help us. If you can do clear and warm, if you can do warm, like warm tea, coffees was okay, soups, anything, because if you have any sort of congestion and you get the virus, it's going to hit you harder. If you have no congestion, the virus is not going to hit you as bad.
Well,
so warm stuff clears up that phlegm. Yeah.
And they're saying just drink plenty of fluids. That's what we should be doing anyway. Drink plenty of water, tea, maybe not necessarily sweetened tea if you don't want sweet. I mean, you can have it either way.
Rob's gonna get a cow.
Get some chickens and get some. Hey, you're ready to go. We're planting a garden. We're gonna get that. Marty's got some little starters in the house already going.
Oh yeah, we have a garden going on in here. Yeah. If it were just a tad bit warmer, they'd be in the yard.
We may have to wait till after Easter because that's usually the general rule. But we're going to plant the garden up, do a garden like we do every year. And I know people who live in apartments they'll do like tomato plants, or they'll do
container garden.
Yeah, this little small container garden, and they're able to pull that off and have some veggies. And the one thing I noticed is that the stores are running low on potatoes, baking potatoes.
Oh, produce was dead. It was bad.
Yeah. Single by a pound there was some available, but the 5 pound, 10 pound bags were gone. Those things will last a while. What I don't understand is when people buy up a bunch of perishable stuff that will not last long. So I don't know, buy it as you're going to eat it, not buy it. You're not going to be able to hold on to fresh spinach and something like that for weeks. So don't hoard it. Just get what you need.
Yeah.
But bananas are another good thing to eat. Just trying to think of all kinds of healthy stuff that you can eat.
Elderberry is out like crazy, and I have been making elderberry tea for a million years, and they look like bunny rabbit turds. But
They
it's
do. I didn't
really
think of that.
simple
Oh,
to make
God.
some tea.
Mm.
Y'all can message me. I'll tell you how to make the tea if you really want. But elderberry boosts your immune system
Yeah,
too.
elderberry. And what's the other one?
Echinacea
Yes,
is another
that's the
thing
one.
that we do.
Yeah, we got both of those, and the green tea, like I say, is good. I almost recommend though getting the tea bag green teas over, like some of the stores that sell the green tea have.
Sweet.
Oh God, they're sugar. I mean, they're more sugar than they are green tea. At least when you're making your own, you can kind of decide how, if I want sugar, how much I want, and things like that.
Jenny don't like hot tea.
I'm not real big on hot tea, but I will drink it.
When I
sometimes.
don't feel good, it's
Yeah.
like it's my comfort food.
And plant foods to share now.
When I'm eating them.
Yeah. Yeah, and
yeah, we're getting ready to till ours this week. I'll be tilling the yard, and it's going to be much bigger than last year. And I have watermelon, zucchini, spinach, kale, beets. Those are all perking up in the house. Really, and tomatoes. They're all perking up. So I'm going to have to redo some of my starters, though. They didn't make it.
And churches, too. Churches will do like community gardens and things like that. So that's a help. There's also we have a thing called ABCCM, which is a rescue ministry that helps give food out to people who really need it. I know that I read earlier that some hotels are opening up for the homeless, so they can have a place to stay. That was really interesting. That popped up earlier today. That's good because the homeless people do need.
Yeah, we have a lot of homeless people in the
tea, but it gives me kidney stones. I can drink green tea though. Yeah, green tea is probably the best thing you can do as far as tea.
Yeah, it's got a lot of antioxidants.
It is so good. I love green tea. I really do. I think it's wonderful. And I used to get green tea in those tall cans. I can't remember what the name of that company was. It said green tea on it. It had like Oriental. No, it did. I mean,
Asian, you mean?
Well, yeah, Asian.
Let's be PC.
Well, whatever. I mean, Trump's calling it the China virus. But anyway, it had all these writings and stuff, Asian writings on it, and I can't remember the name of it. But Arizona, thank you. That's the one. And those were good. Those were good. But I
like the Arnold Palmer tea. I think Arizona makes it too, but it's half tea, half lemonade.
And, those are good too. But the thing is, they just throw a ton of sugar, which is not good for you. So I think doing your own tea is the best thing.
Jenny, what is church in your car? We had church in our house today, but what is church in your car? I plant corn, tomatoes, potatoes, okra, squash, all kinds of different types of food and can it. Good job.
So, Jenny, did they have like church in like a parking lot or something, and you just sit in your car and you listen to the sermon possibly?
Sense. Yeah.
They say the drive-in movies are starting to make a comeback because of this. Plant corn, tomatoes, potatoes, okra, squash, all kinds of different. Yeah.
That sounds good.
That's absolutely great. I mean, you can't go wrong there. And last year we were so blessed to have our garden do for the most part pretty good.
Radio. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nice. We did it on Facebook Live this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. And I listened to you all listened to a local preacher. Your mom, I listened to Jensen Franklin a little bit.
You did not tell them what you watched while we were listening to church.
What was I watching?
That movie. It was awful.
Oh, the Assassin's Creed movie.
He was watching Assassin's Creed while we were watching church.
But then while you all were in there jibber jabbering, I was listening to Jensen Franklin. So there you go. I did get my sermon in. I got it in today. But I never seen Assassin's Creed, and I was wanting to watch that movie too. So
I would play veggies, but I would rather be the only one. I'm the only one that works on it too, Lori. It's probably better that one person works on it because if you want it done right, do it yourself, kind of thing.
Well, you can. I mean, we work on for pickings. I picked a ton of stuff. I was like, "Oh, Marty, look!" And then we were just picking.
Yeah, we had so much at one time. We were forgetting what we had and
giving it to my parents.
Zucchinis were getting massive.
We had a huge zucchini. I bet that thing was probably that long, and maybe that thick. I mean, it was crazy. And my mom got some. Your mom got some.
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin from Texas, Frida, Melvin. They got some. So we were just giving all this, we were blessed. Don't get me wrong, we were blessed, and I was very happy with that.
Don't you agree with me though, Beast, that like if two people get in there and you don't have the same kind of like frame of mind, it just kind of messes things up. Like
Excuse me.
just keep it to one person and they can't mess it up.
Yeah.
If you're hard on yourself, you're just hard on yourself.
She's OCD, so you kind of just
Yeah.
let her run the show on that. But anyway.
Yeah, they could weed it, but they wouldn't. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, we did some stuff last year. We put stuff in to kill it off and I pulled out several weeds. I hated it.
I like corn, carrots, green bell peppers, and broccoli.
Mhm.
The green bell pepper and the broccoli were on that list of things that are really good to boost your immune system, Jenny.
Yeah, the red bell peppers. Mangoes. I don't know why mango wasn't on there. I've done research. Mango is good. I don't know why it wasn't on there, but I love mango.
Yeah, we got a Vitamix. I've never had one. I always have wanted a Vitamix. We got one like 2 weeks ago. So I opened it last week, and so I have always made smoothies, and we started drinking more smoothies lately.
Mhm.
And we buy bags of spinach for like nothing, and I just add some of that in there too.
Or said never met a veg I didn't like.
That the bell peppers don't like me. Yes, that sounds like Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beast says exactly. I don't like people with mess in my garden, not being rude. I'm just that. I agree with you. I don't like it either.
And there's nothing wrong with
The only
control of
thing that Troy gets to do is carry the dirt over to and the manure over to where I need it.
Mhm. Put it here, put it there. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just do it.
Go
and
get me the tiller and bring it out of the shed. Go get me the lawnmower. The other day I mowed the yard. He went and got me the mower.
I had to fix the mower. Me and my dad had to work on that.
Spinach gives you kidney stones? I didn't know
No,
that.
I never heard that, but that's
Wow.
sad.
You
I'm
need to
sorry.
watch out. You eat so much
I don't eat
spinach.
that much. Good Lord.
You do. You eat a lot.
I eat maybe twice a week, but I don't get that much. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, anything you can do to whatever
I'm
you
gonna
can
go get a
eat.
drink.
There's people who can't do citrus either, and I'm not huge on citrus like oranges and stuff, but I'll drink the juice. So kind of a balanced out there, but I mean, you just do what you can to take care of yourself is the main thing that we're getting at here. I mean, so those are the things I wrote down, some things that you can do to maybe help. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this live stream tonight was just, I'm going to do a little prayer and then we'll, we'll end the night with that. But I mean, we got to pray for a lot of things too. We got to pray for the virus to go away. Got to pray for people who are losing their jobs and their jobs will come back. I actually went today to a comic book store to get some comic books to read on, and just try to help the local business there. And a friend of mine who owns it, he wasn't there today, but I went in, bought some comic books, and just trying to do what I can to help them in certain ways. And we definitely need to look at Trump's talked about it too, and it's something I'm real big on is local businesses. I think local businesses drive this country more so than Walmart and Sam's Club and all those other places. So I really feel like that, once we start getting things going again, we need to really work on helping the small businesses. Had kidney stones, gallstone. Oh, wow, Beast, I'm sorry. I've never had them, and I hope I never do, but I've heard they are awful. But, yeah, I mean, so our prayers are for everybody, but to stay healthy and those to get healthy. And, I wrote down a few things, and that's the one thing I will say is we want to – I actually had a dream. I mean, I'm thinking about it, of these red spores going up towards heaven. And I don't always interpret my own dreams because I'm not really sure what they mean sometimes, but I'm hoping that it means that that God's going to take this stuff out of this world and get that virus gone. But it also can mean that it means it could be spreading more. I don't know. I could not interpret the dream, what it meant, but I'm hoping since those spores are headed towards heaven that hopefully that maybe it means that God's going to take care of this and pull it out. I'm hoping. Yeah, we do need to support our local business, small local businesses,
Yeah.
because they do
May
a lot.
not come back after being
Mhm.
closed. This might
Yeah.
have affected them so bad.
Well, I was talking to the fella at the comic book store today, and they have a sign on their front door, limit to at least 5 to 10 minutes of time in the store, because I know I've gone in there before and there have been people in there talking for hours already before I ever got in there. And sometimes I would spend 30 to 45 minutes to an hour in there looking at comic books, trying to figure out what I want to read. And so comic book stores are a little different than most places. It's kind of like a place where people go to gather and chat and have a good time. And limited them, it kind of stinks. But they're just looking out for themselves too. But I'm hoping that all the little small businesses of restaurants and comic book stores and all these things, I hope they thrive again. And we need to do our part to try to help them. I know that they're trying to pass things through Congress and the Senate, and half the time they can't even get that done right. They didn't even do it right today. Nothing got
Oh my
passed today.
gosh.
But hopefully they'll get that stuff passed. What's that?
I was reading what Beast wrote. Have you tried one of those gallstone flushes ever?
Yeah.
I've seen those on YouTube, and I've seen what comes out of people. Oh my gosh!
Be right back. Maury's going to take over this.
Am I taking over?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you bring a phone charger in here? So, Jenny, Lori, what are oscillates? What do they do? Oh. I just got word from poor little Amy. She's not feeling well, y'all. So say an extra prayer for her tonight. No, Jenny, I was the thing that you just put about the 6 feet away. Nobody does it. You're right. And he said in one of his press conferences that there were too many reporters in that room. So he made some of them leave. I thought that was pretty funny, but it was true though. He had been saying that, and all the doctors are telling him, they're advising him to do that. So it made sense. Let's see if I missed anything. 9mm kidney stone. That sounds big. Yes, we are praying for Amy. It's a chemical in the food. Okay, so oscillates is a chemical in foods. They're in nuts, spinach, tea, a whole list. Wow. I have to do low FODMAP, and I have a funny stomach too, so I have to watch some things I eat, and I haven't been able to do it very easily lately, but I just suffer from it and move on. It sucks. It doesn't cause anything like what you guys are having.
Okay, let's see. So I'm back.
Look, hold on. They can see Haley in a second.
Oh, when she walks by.
Well, they can see them.
Well, she's in there eating cake now, so
Oh,
she
she's
won't be walking
okay.
by.
We had to celebrate my mom's 79th birthday at home yesterday. So we have a birthday cake that I made her, and I guess that sucks. We'll celebrate
pizza,
better.
That was good. I mean,
yeah, her
we did what
favorite
we could do.
foods. We ordered pizza. We got that.
My mom had to do takeout. Her birthday was on the 13th. And
Yeah.
She had to do takeout because everything was shut down at that point. So, but
And then we
she had a
got
good meal. She went to TGI Fridays.
on the 12th. We
Yeah.
got, before all this really happened, we got to take my son out for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 13th is when your mom had to deal with it in a different way.
Yeah, because
This
they
is real
started
crazy.
shutting things down that
Yeah.
day. So unfortunately, but she still had a good meal. My mom likes being home anyway, so she enjoyed it. She had a good meal.
I ordered some art supplies for my mom and I to do tonight.
Yeah.
Thank
what you're
you,
always talking about.
Jenny. And so we have a couple of different things we're gonna try to do to keep ourselves busy.
Mhm.
Thank you. 80's a good year. I can't wait till next year to have a big party for my mama.
Yeah, we're gonna have to because
Yeah.
this year was not good. Good party for my mom, your mom next year. A little bit better one for your son.
My
But
son
everything
had
just kind of just
he had a
crazy.
decent birthday. We took him to this new restaurant I was really looking forward to, and it was good.
talking with the dog. She's talking with the dog. But
She's trying to make her sit, and she won't sit.
oh, make her sit so she can get a snack.
I guess.
Thank
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you. We do appreciate that. So, I mean, I think we're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. I just wanted to have a
Do you want back over here?
no, you're good. Just real quickly, I had some Bible verses that I wanted to. Let me get back over to that.
If you'll tell me what they are, I'll type them up for you.
Well, I'm
If
just
that
going to read them,
matters.
but if
Oh,
you
okay.
can. But let's see. Ephesians 6:11 says, "Put the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wills of the devil." You have another one is Psalms 32:7. "You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance." Psalms 46:1 says, "God is my refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble." So those are a few verses that I had that, that if you're a believer and you know that prayer works like we do, pray. And my prayer is that this coronavirus goes away soon, that everybody's cured and feeling good, that there's no more deaths. And I pray also that people who have lost jobs will receive jobs, and the jobs that are having shut down will come back again. I'm praying that that the whole world comes to know you, Lord Jesus, through this time. Amen.
Amen.
And we just basically want to keep you all in our prayers. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Tomorrow night we'll do our regular paranormal live stream, and thanks for being here. We love you all.
You guys know where to find us.
Yep.
Yes, we love you very much. I'll talk to you later, guys. Go get my kids in bed.
Uh,
Stay safe too.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers
We did,
died. Yeah,
yes,
that was
and this
sad.
legend. He's not having to go through this mess.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, guys. So thank you for joining us tonight. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow night.